If a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? I think we can all agree that you could write the greatest masterpiece imaginable, and if it sits in your drawer until the day you die, what is the point? Your work may be magnificent on the page, but until you figure out where the roadblocks are that are coming between your work and your ambition for your work, you will be a hobbyist. And I know if you're here on this website, you're not a hobbyist, you're a professional. Being a professional creative artist involves connecting with your audience. It is our responsibility to follow through, to see that the work that we have labored over for years finds its way to its best audience. And this requires many things to fall into place. In the self-production boot camp, or in cracking the producer's code, two of the workshops that I frequently offer, I address the issues of connecting directly to the outside world and understanding what it is you're selling. But even before that happens, there are other potential roadblocks that I want to encourage you to think about and look for. I'll give you just one example. If right now I were to ask you for the synopsis and production history of one of your plays, how long would it take you to find that? If the answer to that question is more than 10 minutes, that is a problem. Your computer, your hard drive, is your library. It is a resource that, if you're doing all the things you should be doing to maintain a career in the performing arts, it is the library where everything you need to send out to the outside world about you and your work and your vision and your history and all of that, it should all be available to you, and it should be organized in a way so that you can find it without even having to think about where you're going to find it. That's just one example. Other things. How do you organize your week? How do you protect your writing time? When we get into production, or we're in a busy time with a certain project, oftentimes, because writing time is private, it's often the first thing that we sacrifice in our schedule. I would encourage you to protect it a little bit more vigorously. These are just some of the things that we address in the Roland Tec Action Network. The Roland Tec Action Network is organized around one basic principle, and that is that if you have a monthly check-in with a group of like-minded artists, not about the actual work, but about everything surrounding the work, about how you're organizing your time, how you're connecting to the outside world, you are more likely to reach your set goals and to also find new ones of increasing value. So if you are curious about the Action Network, you can do one of two things. You can register now. It's $35 a month if you buy a year. What does that get you? It gets you, we meet on the second Saturday morning of each month for 90 minutes where we check in and I present on a certain topic that I sense is important to everybody's work where they are. We have a private online forum on my website where people post by project and they can do project updates. So that way your colleagues see the progress you are or are not making, and it holds you accountable. And then on the fourth Friday evening of each month, there's an informal Zoom sharing of work where each member of the group is given 6 minutes and 40 seconds to either share work or present on a topic that is important to them. In this way, the members of the Action Network become a real network. And you grow a group of people who can be a kind of support network for you. And it's much easier for us to notice those blind spots in our friends and colleagues than it is to notice our own. So that's why it's a great advantage to be doing this kind of thing with others who are doing similar things. So check it out. And I look forward to maybe seeing you at the next meeting.